So we have got our puzzle cube designed on paper. Now we are ready for modeling on the computer. It's time to use Inventor. Most of you have experienced Inventor in the past, but we're going to do a quick review. In this video, we're going to talk about some basic shapes. So first thing we're going to do is look at this purple piece right here. I'm going to walk through how we will model a basic one extrusion piece in Inventor. So we need to go up and start a new part. You can do that by using the new icon up at the top here, or go to File and New right here. So if I click New, I will choose my standard IPT. That's an Inventor part, IPT Inventor part file, and I will create a part. Takes just a little bit to load. Inventor is a big program, so there's lots and lots of thinking involved. Here we go. So just like in anything we do in Inventor, the first step is to create a sketch. What I like to do when creating my puzzle parts is, at least for these basic ones, is think of what my front view is that I drew in my sketches, and that's what I'm going to draw right here. So I'm going to start a sketch, and I'm going to just choose the XY plane. As you start getting more used to Inventor, you can think about, am I extruding up from the bottom? Am I extruding back from the front? It kind of helps you think about the XY plane matches up with the front on the view cube here. If you don't want to think that far into it, just always choose your XY plane. So I'm going to choose my XY plane. And I'm going to model up my L-shaped piece. That's in this one right here. So this L-shaped piece would be considered 3 across the bottom, 3 cubes across the bottom, and then 2 more stacked on top there. So how I'm going to think about that is in form of 2 rectangles. So I'm going to go into my sketch and grab my rectangle tool. It's called the 2-point rectangle. That means I'm going to click in one spot to start it, move my mouse, and then click again to finish it. So I'm going to go from here, click, move my mouse, and click again. And you can see that you could enter dimensions. I'm not going to on this one. I'll do it on the next one. I'll show you what we can do instead. So I'll click here, and then to make it the size I want, so that I know that it's 3 cubes wide by 1 cube tall, I need to use the dimension tool. So each cube I know is 0.75, so I'm going to click on the left side and the right side, and then move my mouse. Now the important thing there is I didn't hold down. I just clicked, and then I moved my mouse and I clicked again. So click on the left side and the right side, 0.75 times 3. If I don't know what that is right offhand, what I can do is type in 0.75 times 3, and it will be a calculator for me. So I can do 0.75 times 3, 3 cubes wide, and hit enter. And now when I do that, it adjusts the size. It adjusted it so that it's out of my view. So to make everything pop into view again, an easy way is just to click on the front tab, and it zooms to fit your window. So 0.75 times 3, 2.25. Now I need to make sure it's the right height. I have the width, but I don't have the height. So I dimension from the bottom to the top. Once again, you click, and then you click, and then you click one more time to place the dimension off to the side somewhere, and you type in 0.75 and hit enter, or you can click the green checkbox, and there's my base of my L-shaped piece. So I've now created this space down here. So I'll go back to my part. Again, one thing I didn't mention is if you have multiple parts open, there's tabs on the bottom, so you can click back and forth between them. Alright, so now I need to make my top portion of my rectangle. So I'm going to click rectangle tool again, or my L shape, not my rectangle. I'm going to click my rectangle, and I'm going to make sure it connects. If I slowly move my mouse towards a corner, you'll notice that it changes from a yellow dot to a green dot. That means it's snapped to that corner, so it's connected. You want to make sure that that's the case, otherwise you're going to have issues with extruding. So I'll click, go up and to the right. Now I'll show you how you can use the dimension boxes. So I know that it's 0.75 wide because it's 1 cube wide this way. So I'm going to type in 0.75, and don't hit enter, hit tab, and it'll let you do the other one. 0.75, and I hit tab, and now I know that 0.75 times 2 is 1.5, so I'm going to type 1.5, and now I can hit enter, and it will make that shape for me. So I've got my full L shape exactly how I want. I can finish my sketch. And now if I want it to be viewable within my whole window again, I click on my house button here on my view cube, and there it zooms to fit. Now, in order to make it 3D, I just extrude. All of my extrusions in these cases should be 0.75. So since I have two separate rectangles, it's asking me, well, what are you extruding? What do you want? So you have to say, I want to extrude this. And if it'll go, I want to extrude this. And my distance I want to extrude is 0.75. Now you could say I want it to extrude out or I want to extrude back. It really doesn't matter either way, but that's what these arrows are for right here. And when you click OK, then you'll have your L-shaped part. To finish it off, if you would like to color it and make it the same color as what you chose on your sketches, you can click on Part 1 right here in your browser on the left side, and then you can go up to the color wheels up here. This over here is material, and this over here is color. So if I click on the adjust button right there, I could choose a color. In my solution, it was purple, so I will make it purple again by just clicking on the purple color there. It changes my whole part since I selected the whole part in the browser here, and I can just click the green check button, and there is my L-shaped part for my puzzle cube. In our next video, we'll talk about how to do more complex parts. Until then, thanks for watching.